And welcome everybody to more live balls brought to you by the lads at the Wrong Bias podcast. We've made the short trip down the A19 from Sunderland down to the Hartlepool Indoor Bowls Club, and it's our first crack at the Open Singles circuit, and it's the second Hartlepool Open Singles event of the season. I had one back in October. There's 64 players competing for the first prize, which I think is about 750 quid, and it should be a cracking day. Hope you enjoy it. Stick with us for as long as you can. I'm with me right hand man, Mr. Bolt.
Morning.
Morning. Mate, how are you?
Fine and dandy. You know I love an early start.
No worse than an early start, mate. Right, our first game, as you'll have seen on our post last night, is the two local lads. It's P.Hartley, former Hartlepool player, playing against S.Robson from
South Shields.
So he's a viper. For anybody who is unsure with the format, it is 2 sets of 7 ends, best of 3 tie-break ends. The jacks are re-spotted. There's 2 trial ends which they're busy having at the minute, and we are streaming all day from rink 7. As always, we should be going out on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. If you've got any comments, etc., just let us know. And Dave, you'll answer them.
It might be the right answer, but I'll answer them.
You mightn't like the answer, so don't ask the question. If you want to comment on the YouTube as well, I've got the YouTube comments coming up as well. So it's morning, Mr. Patterson.
Good morning, Jamie Smith. Joined us on Facebook.
So I'm just going to do a bit of work on this scoreboard. Now there is music playing in the background, so if we start to see any buffering, we'll get them to turn it down even further. If you suffer any buffering, just let us know, and we will try to address the music issue.
Have the markers been briefed, mate, about standing in front of the cameras, or?
They haven't, mate. No, I think we might be. We'll see how he gets on before we send the Rockweiler around.
I'll give Paul a little shout just to give him a reminder. Paul, could you just give a little reminder about the centre of the rink for the marker, mate? I don't know if he's been briefed or not, that's all. Thanks, mate.
As if I've got enough on my plate to do. You having to play now, I'm having to do your job. So here we go. We've had the trial ends. Paul fresh from his singles final, mate, at Nottingham.
Did very, very well, yeah. Very, very well. Beaten by the man in ultimate form at the minute in singles. Just a good one.
think we're going to get Paul on to do a bit of commentary at some point during the day.
You are, Paul. You're right on the camera. You let it give famous for an hour and 20 minutes, mate. This green will be very familiar for Paul, being a member here for many years.
But he has got the monkey on his back, I'm afraid, with the live streaming, because we are his Jonas, mate.
Yeah, I think he's done all right the last couple of times, hasn't he?
Well, I was talking to him last night, and I said, "Oh, we've got to put the mockers on your mind, yeah." He says, "I've seen."
That's why he's not wearing his pink top today.
That's right, nice. Well, apparently it's been cut up.
Yes, Mr. Storff Parks properly. Get knotted.
There you go.
Yeah, you put the mockers straight on him.
It'll be in his head.
Lifted his ball straight in.
Paul playing with these red tigers, am I right, mate?
Tiger Pros, I think.
Tiger Pros, and Stephen playing with blue ones.
Green ones.
Great. It's a blue on the camera, mind you. They're not blue.
Green, man. I would imagine they are tigers. Paul going early.
It's not bad.
He's close to the jack. He's going to thin it, I think. Oh, how's he missed that?
Balls for holes. There are 8 games taking place across the green at this session. There's 4 sessions of 8 rings getting used, which is the last 64, and they then play the last 32, and the last 16 is an open draw. No, Paul go again, mate, or will he just...
I would have thought so.
Danger of thinning the white out the side.
Full ball on his own, makes a couple potentially, as long as he misses the jack.
If anybody's got any sun lounges, feel free to fetch them down, because these seats are not going to be the best by the end of midnight tonight.
Just try to control a little bit, cutting under.
So, one on the board for Stephen.
Kevin Wall says, "Didn't be cutting any cables, electric cables, Richie, because he's colourblind." And Mr. Storff obviously had a dream that he's a comedian because he thinks he's funny this morning. He can shut up. Well, good opening end, solid opening end.
I have to say a big thank you to the Hartlepool Club for letting us in. That was the first thing. The second thing, the IBF for letting us do it. First time Stephen's been on the streaming, mate, so maybe a few nerves. Do you see him play much at Shields, mate, or?
No, he hasn't.
Don't know a great deal about him.
He hasn't been in a great deal this season. From, well, saying that, possibly has. Just I haven't been in much. No, I think himself and Aaron joined this year and just settling in here, I think. Good opener from Paul.
Anybody's in the area, if they want to come in to watch, feel free. It is free to get in. Just remember about the old car park out the front. You've got to pay it, even though it's a bank holiday.
Going to be a very busy weekend with the Masters pairs running all over the Easter weekend as well. Always a popular competition. Well played, Paul.
We are downstreaming the quarter-finals, semi-finals and finals of the pairs, so if you're a loss on Bank Holiday Monday, we'll be streaming from round about 10 o'clock. I'm led to believe the Masters pairs actually get renamed the Hangover pairs on the Monday. I think there's a race night and what have you, and
karaoke, I think, isn't it?
Karaoke's in, is he? He's fetching his gear in again.
Karaoke, yeah.
Karaoke gets anywhere.
Good end here from Paul. Great stuff. Good morning, Margaret. And Brian, no, Brian hasn't turned up this morning, mate. I think he had a. I think I heard he's dropped out because somebody's taken his place. Well, big chance here for Paul for a full house. Great line again. Pace required, in for 4. Oh, he hasn't pushed, has he?
A bit shy, mate.
Just a yard short. Good field in today as well, mate.
There is, yes. Yeah, as I say, it's the second OSC event at Hartlepool. The first one was won by Mr. Mosley, who's playing on ring 6 at the minute, next to the televised game. Beat Jack Bird in the final. Yeah, there's a good sprinkle of. We do have the world champion up here, I do believe.
We do
Jamie
indeed.
Walker. And we've got the Terminator from Ireland, Johnny Ross, who I'm led to believe we're streaming next.
Perry Martin, if he remembers his shoes, his balls, his bag. Got a bit of
What's that? He's just turning around and going home to get them.
He's got a bit of a forgetful little mind, as old Perry.
G-Max in as well, I seen him last night.
Dominic Fitty, who I think won the Masters pairs last year, he's in it as well. Clifford Craig across from Ireland as well.
I'll come see you for a second. Let's pull the shot. Let's pull the shot. No.
Needs a bit of help. Oh, just gone under.
Loose end from both here.
I know one thing, mate, by the end of this I'm going to probably weigh about 6 stone because we're right in front of the heater.
Don't be silly. The heater's not that strong. Great. Oh, nice little edge there for Steve.
Open coal fire wouldn't take the
I
weight
was
off
going to
me.
say, an erupting volcano wouldn't get you down at 6 stone. Well, Paul will just be looking for a good second here, I think. Do well to draw the shot.
I think he's a bit shy.
He's not up again. Many people across the country and the county are all turning around and saying he didn't play like that when he played the national singles against me. Oh, Stephen, chance missed. Chance missed. But all on the board.
Early kick. If anybody hasn't watched any of our live streaming before, you'll notice that we're not the BBC. We are very much laid back. It's open mic. We like to get the bit sound effects out there of what's going on. People will walk past and have a chat. I think it's David Cork already in a Bowls International interview. David Cork said, streaming's for bowlers, the BBC's for millions.
Is he trying to say we didn't get millions, like?
Well, I didn't like to say that. I didn't like to pick up on it.
I think we're only 995,576 short of the million, aren't we?
Well, another good ball in from Stephen.
Good morning, Derek, and good morning, Mike. Sam says the Terminator's been up all night. Not even gonna ask.
Well, I always say if he puts his balls on ring 2, we're waiting for him on ring 7 with no kind of issue. It'll be a case, bring the cameras to me.
Good ball there from Stephen, nice covering ball. Ball's still got a little bit of a chance.
Sorry?
Are you getting by the ball? Not quite up. Mr. Mackay's just picking up his bacon sandwich that's been sitting there for the last hour and a half, and his coffee that's got a crust on. The man just never stops, never gets time to eat or drink.
You know, it is that.
Oh, he's 27 stones beyond me.
Just waiting for that bun to go into a crusty bun, mate.
Crusty bun?
I'll give it an hour.
Got penicillin on it.
Stephen's gone wide.
Oh, Mr. Ross was in Newcastle last night. His chances are he'll be looking for ring 9, never mind ring 2.
Oh dear.
Good morning, Alan.
Well, it's a little bit of a play here for Paul, mate. Trail on the white here, maybe.
Yeah, Steve's back ball's a good one because I don't think he's quite got the angle to be able to get it cleaned. Probably looking to play up through the outside ball, really. Gets the right outside ball solid, or up onto the jack is good. He's not far away
he's got
neither.
a couple of feet on it.
Oh, he's played this well, I think, hasn't he?
He's warming in.
Oh, he's
Could be
fiddled.
unlucky.
That was the ball I was talking about.
We'll one to Stephen, back to threes apiece.
Good morning, Mr. Trevor Taylor. Hope the back's alright this morning, mate.
I think it would be remiss of us not to raise the subject of the lack of streaming at the national finals, mate. I think just to touch on it quickly.
Yeah, I was
Disappointed there's nothing come out. There's something obviously not worked.
Don't know why. Great opener from Stone. Yeah, there's some top matches in the singles from what I've been led to believe. Would have been a good showcase, but for whatever reason it wasn't on. Next year, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully they get things in place.
Morning Brian, morning Michael.
A good ball here from Stephen. He's putting Paul under the cosh here, mate.
Great balls.
Great ball, that.
Tremendous. Paul's first ball's going to be a killer for him as well. Not a million miles away here, Paul, if you're up.
Needs to run. Oh, great
What an
try.
effort. Could still be 2 down. Got a ball within inch and a half, 2 inches.
No short step to
If I can see the scoreboards, I'll give a quick roundup.
Oh, you know this is going to be car crash television.
Well, I
this.
definitely cannot see the end ring.
Well, the end ring's not on.
So-
The end ring's switched off.
Is it? Oh, well, there you go. That's why I cannot see it. Whatever. Sam Richardson against Keith Miller. If the scoreboard's right, Keith's 3-1 up and Sam. Again, if the scoreboard's right on ring 3, Conrad Morrison is 6-0 down against Dave Newman. That is the case. Ring 4, we've got Michael Layden against Adam Birtles, and it is 6-2 to Michael going into this. I'm not sure who's taken Paul Sainthouse's place, but whoever it is, he's beaten Mick Littlefair 6-1. Paul Mosley is 4-3 down against John Connery. And Carl Carson is 4-2 up against Graham Robinson.
the green balls, are they in front of the gap? Come behind. Is that change anything? Is that change anything?
Well, Paul's got a little bit in it. And he's going to get out. Oh, he's very close. Oh, he's very, very close here. Oh, my giddy hands.
Helen Simmons is saying good morning, Richie. I don't know if you can see it on your, I think you've got YouTube on it.
Morning, Alan. Nice to hear from you. Hope your live streaming's going well. First of all, I hope they're letting you do it.
And we've got Alison Richardson, who I'm presuming is a relation of Sam. See him go, Sam.
Stephen's gone wide again. Do you think Paul might change his hand, mate, or
Depends,
same
where this ball goes. If he thins off that, he's yeah, it's still there for him now. Up through his own ball or ball up to Jack.
No, he has changed his hand.
Situation, please.
You know I'm never wrong.
I didn't think he's up.
Yeah. Doesn't like it. I've just said, you know I'm never wrong, and I says, well, Alison Richardson's made a comment, so she must be a relation to Sam. She went, no, I'm just our friend. We've just got the same name. Thanks, Alison.
Oh, nice to see you keeping your hits going there, mate.
Keeping me 95% wrong record going.
So, going to end 6th. Stephen's gone 4-3 to head. Another cracking start.
Yeah, good. Solid opener again. Good pace. Ball under.
Morning, Mr. Armstrong, watching on YouTube. Nice to see you, Neil. Good supporter of the podcast and the streaming.
You just stick the picture up, please.
And I think our friend from Bertie Smith With's watching as well, Mike.
Bertie Smith.
That's it, Whit, that's it.
Bertie Swithe.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 2 solid balls from Paul. This is the 22nd OSC event of the year, of the season I should say.
Is it really?
It is. There's a
Oh,
load,
what a
mate.
ball this is. Oh,
Great effort.
great effort.
Look back, Ross, this ball shot, Dave, please. 16 inches. Okay.
That was the...
We've even got the Dunwoody watching us this morning, Scottish royalty.
Can it be? What time is it? It's not even 9 o'clock yet.
I know. I mean, surely she can't have recovered from the 10 glasses of red wine yet.
Surely not.
Good morning, Sheila.
I need to get a...
Oh, he's got the inside edge for the ball, hasn't he?
Oh,
Oh, he's got a perfect. Has he?
he's got it result. Go to that camera angle, maybe. He's Paul having a quick look.
Oh, I don't know. From that camera angle, it's still one to red, but by the look at Paul's face, I don't know if it is. Touch on the jack guarantees a 2. Do you get back, Paul? Do you get back with yours? Certainly does.
He's kicking close. Yeah, I think he's in.
Definitely
And
shot.
relaxed, definitely one. Two.
Well, Mr. Gorton next to me saying it's definitely 2.
Oh, well,
It's definitely 2, 5, 4. Good call, Paul. Good call.
please somebody can get it right, Paul. Weak on it. Our record. So we go to the final end of the first set.
What's the gap between the jab and the ball, please? Great, yeah.
Thought Paul might go a little bit longer.
Good opener. Well played.
Good start.
This doesn't look a million mile away neither. What a reply this is.
Balls for balls. Oh, he's got it.
Great
Well
reply.
played.
Not quite running, Paul, I don't think.
Just see if we can get the outspeed of the green, mate. Have a look.
Well, Stevens turned his back quick on that one. Doesn't like it. He's tight. I reckon if Paul loses a 2 here, there might be a Tiger Pro heading straight towards one of our cameras. He does love getting streamed, his old Paul.
Mrs. Hartley, if you're watching.
Well, Paul, are you running? If you are, you shot ball.
It's close. Very close.
Yeah, cracking ball. Well played. Camera saved. Well, Stephen's a bit more interested in this one. Needs to bend because he's quick. Just over.
Ring 6, who's we done ring 6, mate? Just had a request on YouTube.
If the scoreboard's right, then Paul Mosley's beaten John Conley 7-4.
Paul possibly swap here, mate, or is he going to stick with his backhand?
think he's
I'm
just
cutting you a shot selection there before you say it.
Oh,
Because I think you'd say in the backhand. As it's halfway up the wicket.
He's on a cracking line. Not quite running, I don't think. He's just going to cut under his own. And Steve's got a chance here. Up solid to the ball, I touch the jack to win the set. Well, Stephen's body language is usually the key. He's following this. He's on a better line for what he's looking for. Tell you what, if he runs, he's close.
Needs a bit help, bit
Oh,
DSS.
he's got
Oh,
the thing.
my
If he
goodness.
falls, he's drawn the set.
He has. I think he has. Looking at Paul.
Tied set.
Yeah. So, first set, tie. Paul will be giving us daggers, mate.
We'll be with the jack in a second. Mr. Mackay's just typing away like a little chimpanzee. You're trying to update the scoreboard.
How very dare they've slipped that one up, didn't they? Sorry, folks.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we're not the BBC.
Exactly. Well, exactly. Yeah, you're right, mate.
Who needs to see the jack?
Who needs it? God. Petty.
To be fair, you didn't really need to after them first two balls.
Who's harsh?
Good adjustment from Paul.
See, that's why you're here, mate. Keep me right.
I know. There's times when I can't make it, I sit in the house and I worry. Better line from Paul here. Still plenty of room for Stephen. Oh dear, scrappy. Well, still plenty of room. I don't know if it's... Can't tell by the angle, but it might only be one. Slightly under the line here, he needs good strength. Oh, he's under. Well, he's either one or three.
Paul's having a good look. Paul might be fancying, could be close for three, you know. Yeah, it is, three it is. How many times do you say that, mate?
I was just about to say that. You just read me mind. I was just
Go
about to
on,
say how
go
many
on.
times have I said to you, those are the ends where you get the counts. You can put them within inches all day long, but they didn't get the twos and the threes, do you? Just gets chucking at them. Give them 2 foot to draw, then they went there. Tell you, man, panic sets in. Got now to hit. What do I do? What do I do? What's this bias for?
What do I do? Can I ditch it? Is it a bad jack? Have I got a timeout? Have I got a twirl? Lion bar. Oh, we're on food, mate. It wasn't long before we went to food, mate.
They've had to reduce the prize money for the day because they've given us an open tab at the cafe. I've ordered 4 meals, 16 sandwiches, 43 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
Prize money's now 50 quid to the winner.
The winner's actually got to settle our bill up. That's what they played for.
Well, Stephen will be looking to just get on a bit of a length again. He's seems to have lost his line and lost his pace the last couple of ends. And he has again here.
Another good ball from Paul coming in.
Yeah.
Well played.
Big ball this for Stephen here. He doesn't want to be leaving himself in the lurch with his last ball. It looks quick to me again.
Looks quick from over here, Matt.
He's quick. Good enough again here from Paul. Oh, it'll be a bad 3 and a 4 if he doesn't cut this down.
I think from the top end you're probably looking at it by about 2 inches off it or something.
He's gone high. It sometimes sticks a little bit down the line. He's all high. He's all right. He's got off it.
Coming
Long
down,
as
but I
he's up,
don't
he's
think he's
close.
going to get the back ball, Matt. Well,
Oh, he's run through again. That could be 3.
we'll take another 3.
Stephen will be kicking himself. It's a funny old game, mate. Couldn't buy a 3 in the first set because they were peppering heads at times. 2 slack ends. Going to be hard to pick back 6 shots against Paul.
Maybe. I think it's a bit like after the Lord Mayor show, mate. He got a decent result to save the set, and then whether he's just
Switched off
a bit.
Yeah.
Next game due to go on about 10 to 10. The USA, whether they wait until everybody's finished, mate. I haven't really.
It's usually roll on, roll off, I think. I don't think they try to keep things ticking over as much as they can, I think. Rig 3 finishes before this one, I'm going to disappear. The viewing figures is just rocketed up by 50% there. Well, trying to say. Oh, you look tight again, Stephen. What's happened?
Well, the wheels has come off Stephen after that. He played well the first set.
He did, eh? Put Paul in a lot of problems. Just 2 or 3 ends in that first set.
Just gone this longer length, mate, and he's just gone a bit scrappy. I mean, to be fair, Paul hasn't really nailed it the longer end. He's just ranged.
I'd say 5 out of his 6 shots went within 18-20 inches with us.
Yeah.
Better here, Stephen. Sneaks this, I think. Yep, well played. He might have had a little flash at that.
Yeah, I thought he might have went wider. I thought he might have went under
I
it.
thought he might have just ran the ball off. I suppose he's in a comfortable position to
No
keep
ball
his
from
pace.
Paul there, really, wasn't it? Be disappointed with it.
Even more disappointed if he makes 2 of this. He's tight again, I think.
He's up the wicket as well.
Good morning, Mrs. Upsall.
You know. Can you see? I don't know whether you say that, but Mr. Hartley's got his infamous water bottle. He was flashing in front of the screen. You haven't tuned into the the adult channel. That was in fact Dark Theatre.
The Ann Summers water bottle. Other exotic shops are available.
Apparently.
No, they definitely are. Like a 20% discount. Oh, there again.
Gold card, what are you on about? Mr. Bolt. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again. Where have you been for the last 24 hours? Yes, it's certainly an interesting looking bottle he uses.
Yes, aye, yeah.
But we do promise it is Darth Vader.
When we did show him the picture, he was a bit mortified. He just don't let the daughter see it because she bought us it.
One down, yeah? That's one shot, yeah. How far is he behind? How far is he behind? About 9 inches. Hold!
Well, Paul hanging on to one.
It's not far away, he's staying if he's up. He's just cutting under again. Plenty of chances here, Stu. You can be tight and roll off the balls, draw the shot, touch the jack for a couple. Anything but wide, really. Oh, what an effort.
You're going to get back, Paul.
Safe line, I think. One up, Paul. Another one on the board. Another end played.
Right, now for anybody who didn't see the photo of the infamous drinks bottle, now you tell me that doesn't look obscene or what? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Do I have to put parental guidance on that shot?
At least we know why he's always got a grimace on his face when he plays. Everybody always says, why do you never smile?
There. So Paul's 7-1 up. Going into end 5. Tied the first set 6 apiece. Or 5s apiece, I think I might have been. That's a better start from Stephen.
Yeah, well played. That's why you're standing there saying to yourself, what on earth have I been doing for the last 3-4 ends? Where did it all go wrong?
Yeah. Stephen's thinking that, and Paul's standing at the back reading a well-known game management book.
What's the situation, please? You want to up there. Come in. What is it touching? Yes.
Close. Can you get a grab? Good effort.
Are you up, Stephen? You're slightly under the line. Another chance missed. Be looking for at least a 2 or a 3 here just to keep him with any sort of a chance in this set. Well, again, I think he's just going for a close second. There was the chance to go through the port there, clean the ball, probably win the match. Chance to spring the jacker here.
Very
Gets it
close.
right.
Very close.
No,
Third.
not quite. Not quite. Paul's just going to get a well-deserved drink out of that fine bottle of his. Wetting his lips.
The shot of the bottle is certainly walking a few up bit.
Well, I was going to mention a couple, but I thought, no, we will get kicked off.
I'll take the one.
I don't think we've ever seen the word girth mentioned in one of our streams, mate, but there you go. I'll leave that to everybody's imagination. That's why we're not the BBC, mate.
Well, are you going to get by? Oh, I don't think he's quite up again, is he? Oh, Stephen.
So, 1 to Stephen.
5 down, 2 to play. I think I think Johnny might have just found a different meaning to BBC. There.
It's not bad here.
Yep. Not bad. Might have just run out.
What's the last ball gone past the jack? 16 inches past. The last ball? Yes. The green one, yeah? Yeah.
Well, Stephen, you need at least a 1 to stay in the set. And in the match, for that matter. I think you'll do well to get shot on that line.
Yeah, looks high, wide and handsome, mate.
Yep, that'll be that. That will be that.
Yep, and that's it. So
Okay,
well done,
Paul.
well done to Paul. That's our first one over with. If you stay with us, we have more coming up later on, probably about 10-15 minutes. Keep your eye open. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're here all day.
I think we've got Mr. Hartley coming on here with you.
Yeah, Paul's coming on now. If you've wondered who we are the Wrong Bias Podcast, and this has been a Wrong Bias Podcast production, and we'll see you in possibly about 5 or 10 minutes.